A lot of good, but 24 offensive rebounds, you're not going to win games in our league. I think anybody, and again, every coach that watched the game, because no one else played tonight, they're going to say, we're just shooting it and running 4 guys at the rim. They're not going to block out. I just told Ugo and Aaron, if you don't rebound, can't really play you. One of you had 1 and the other had 2. Both of you had a chance for 5 more rebounds each. You didn't come up with any of them. And that's not being mean, I'm just keeping it real. I thought Jordan went in and mixed it up and did some good stuff. His first real opportunity to play, was really proud of him. And again, 23 assists, 6 turns. But we gave up 24 offensive rebounds. Now, we reverted back to where we were, which is looking at the ball as it's shot. They drive us under the basket and tip it out. It was, give them credit for what they did. Yes?
Yeah, John, you're leading into, I was curious, since SEC play start next week, what are you happiest with and what concerns you most about your team?
Well, right now it's rebounding. I mean, you got to be kidding me. 24 offensive rebounds? And all they did was bum rush us. There was no Xing. There was no screen the guy to get free. It was just you and that man. And they blocked us out. We didn't go get any balls. We got a few, but not like they did. So that'll concern me. But we got time. What's that?
Anything make you happy?
Yeah, the way we're playing. We got a good team. I mean, we pass the ball, we shoot the ball. We got a couple guys that are trying to be playmakers when they're finishers. I just got to keep on them about it. You're a finisher. Don't try to make that play. Give it up, you get it back, and make a play. Make a basket. So got a couple of those, but it's, without ado, it shows. He gives you a toughness. But I thought Jordan did some of that today. I tried to play Justin at some 4. I don't know how many games I'll be able to do that.
Cal, what do you do from here with the rebounding? You've done the drills, you've blocked out the rims in practice, you've done all that. Where do you go from here over the next 8 days?
Keep doing it. And then basically keeping it real with guys. If you're not going to rebound, I'm not going to play you. Don't care who you are. How about Ugana blocking shots? So now you got to get some rebounds. And part of that is accepting being blocked out. You get blocked out and you just stop. And then you try to tip it over the guy. No, he blocks you and you move, and we're going to work on it. We got some time. They got a individual work day tomorrow. They've got a day off on Sunday, and then we got a bunch of 2-a-days to get us in the right frame of mind. It's going to be a hard game down there. It's always a hard game. It's sold out already. Sold out weeks ago. They're good. They've got size. Their big kid's good. Their guard plays good. Florida's good.
Coach, Ugana had only, not Ugana, sorry about that. Let me start over. Trey Mitchell posted 8 points tonight, but he had a plus-minus of 30. Can you just talk about how much he's meant to this team so far this year?
Yeah, I think Trey is so skilled as a basketball player, his size, and all I keep coming back to for him personally, for him to bust through personally, more motor. Now, you saw what I did. 4 was killing us. So I said, you're back to 5, you play them. You 2 bigs can't, you're getting screened and you're grabbing, you're not going to play. You can come to my house, stay overnight, I'll make you breakfast in the morning, you're just not going to play. And that's why I went to him and went to Justin and Jordan at 4. And then I gave Aaron and Ugana a couple more chances. They're going to be fine. This is a great lesson. You don't fight. This is what happens. Wait till you get in our league and you don't fight.
Cal, the guys talked a lot about this week, just sharpening up the defense during the break. He held them to 32% tonight. What looked sharper tonight on the defensive side of things?
Well, we had some breakdowns, but I'll be honest with you. They're a good offensive team when they're in that half court, turning down ball screens, and they do some good stuff. And I thought we did some good stuff. But part of defense is rebounding. We gave up 24 offensive rebounds. Some of you can look back. I can't remember one of my teams in 15 years giving up 24 offensive rebounds. I can't remember. And so, was it that way when we played North Carolina, when we played No. So we reverted. I talk to you guys all the time about dominant habits. It's obvious they still have the dominant habit. When a shot is taken by the other team, they chase the ball instead of go hit the man and block out.
Coach, it was a homecoming game, of course, for Antonio. How proud are you of him in his last, 2 performances?
He's been great. But do you know who was in the gym last night after shots? He had 1,400 shots in yesterday. 400 of them came after dinner. He was in there by himself, but the Noah machine charts every shot. Face recognition, you shoot it, it's. I told the guys, who do you think was in there? The guy that made all the shots. There's no secret to this. Well, I was playing video games and I made all kind of shots. Doesn't work. So trying to get these guys to understand that you got to go. I thought we attacked the rim today good. So Antonio didn't just shoot it. He got to the rim when we needed it, and so did DJ. They got to the rim. Robert did what he does. He had one pass. It's only one, though, so Antonio had no one on him. He tried to throw through 3 guys on a look away, and it went out of bounds. But he only had one. I can deal with one. I just can't deal with 5.
On the subject of the Noah shooting machine, you mentioned on pregame radio that Justin stayed here over break, put up like 3,400 shots, I think. So it's clear he's doing the work, but just how happy are you right now with his process?
Unbelievable where he's going with this. He is trying to figure it out on the run. And it's hard at Kentucky trying to figure it out on the run. And we're trying to do everything we can to help him to define how he should be playing. But he did some good stuff today. He did. Now, he started the half. He gave up 2 threes. It's hard. You got to, I can't allow that. You can't give up 2 threes because you went under a screen and you didn't follow a scout. But in transition, open shots, attacking the basket, you just watch. He just needs some more time. It's like Jordan. Jordan did good today, just needs more time.
Third row, Ben. 1 or 2 more.
Cal, going back to tone, attacking the basket, getting a lot more 2s, efficient. When he can do that, how much easier does that make it on everybody else?
He was guarding their best player. Last year, he would guard their worst player, and we hoped he had black socks on, that guy. Because now he's our best perimeter defender. So, but when you have, here's what I keep saying, when you have choices now, you start rotating them in and somebody's having a tough day. We can still win, so don't worry. Before, you had to ride them. And if they went 1 for 4, you rode them. Now, it's not on you. It's on us. Go play your best. Go play harder than them. Go have a ball. And if you got it rolling, you play. If someone else has it rolling, they'll play. But again, the balance, you're starting to talk 6 and 7 guys in double figures. Not many teams say that.
Last one, Daryl.
Yeah, John, off subject a bit, what are your thoughts on Rick Barnes being nominated for Hall of Fame and kind of the history of you and him, how far back it goes?
He's so deserving. And I remember him when he had a ponytail and hair was down his back. He did. He drove around in a Volkswagen Beetle, and he had a toss back in the back seat that he'd go camp to camp, and that was his station, teaching that. We both stayed at Pitt in the training room because it was not an overnight camp, but we had to be there, so we didn't have money for a hotel. We stayed in the training room together, like on the tables. And Tim Gergerch's wife brought us lasagna, and we put it on that thing that heats up the bag to kept it warm. We left it. So no, he and I go way back, and we've been brothers for a long time. I love him. well deserved. You know, he's good at what he does. Cares about kids. Faith-based, what he does and how he handles himself. So I'm happy for him. Let me say, the McGuires are here. Molly and Michael, and their son. They're in town. They called for tickets. You know I'm saying yes to that. He was the coal miner who got there so he could be with his son. So the McGuires are here. I'm going to see him in the back. But this was a good game. Guys got 2 days, an individual work day, and then they got a day off, and then we're on it. It's like, let's go. Thanks.